It's Apple Insider, and we're talking about MagSafe. Welcome everybody to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and now that the new MacBook Pros, both 14 and 16 inch, are official, we get to see some of the new features and specs coming to the new models. One of those is a bit of a blast from the past. Apple has brought back its popular MagSafe connection cable. That's right, the magnetic cable that powered up your Macs for years disappeared with USB-C, but now Apple has brought it back and it's more powerful than ever. We now have MagSafe version 3. We originally had MagSafe version 1, which is a smaller connector. Then we had MagSafe 2, which is a little bit longer and skinnier. And now we are on MagSafe 3, and it can deliver more power than ever before. On the new MacBook Pros, Apple has given users many options. For charging your computer, you can charge via any of the 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, or you can charge via MagSafe. So what do you need to know about the new MagSafe 3? Well, it is not backwards compatible with your existing MagSafe cables. So if you have any original MagSafe or MagSafe 2 cables around your house, they will not work with the new 14 or 16 inch MacBook Pro. The connector itself is a little bit larger but a little bit thinner at the same time, and the cable is braided. For anyone who's had Apple's MagSafe cables, you know they can easily fray around that stress point by the connector or even towards the charger. The new cable has that braided nylon body, which should make it more durable and last longer. Above that, Apple has actually split the cable into 2 components, similar to what I have here. You can use an actual USB-C power brick as well as the cable interchangeably. So if something would ever happen to your power brick, you can swap that out for a new one without having to replace the cable, or more likely, if something should happen to your cable, you can swap this out for less money than buying an entirely new charger. The cable has a MagSafe 3 connector on one end and a USB-C cable on the other. This is actually one that I picked up a while ago on Amazon. This is 100% not endorsed by Apple, but it is a third-party one that basically took an actual Apple MagSafe cable and spliced on a USB-C connector to the end. For me, using an aging 2012 MacBook Air, it has still worked. But this is essentially what Apple has done with its new MagSafe cable. Attach a MagSafe to one end and a USB-C connector to the other. And that will connect to Apple's new power adapters. For the 16-inch MacBook Pro, Apple's including a 140-watt power adapter, its highest output charger ever. And it also happens to be Apple's first GaN charger. All of Apple's existing chargers were based around silicon, which is the normal popular way, but recently everyone has been switching to gallium nitride, which allows it to be more efficient, put off less heat, and allows more power to go through in a smaller body. So that is why we're seeing these new 140-watt chargers from Apple that are a bit smaller than you may have expected, especially when you've seen the size of some of Apple's other chargers. The good news is other companies have been doing these for a while, so Apple's a little slow to the game, but we're excited that Apple is finally introducing its first GaN charger. So aside from charging via MagSafe on the new MacBook Pros, you can also charge using those 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports. But there is a distinction. You cannot charge at full speed on those Thunderbolt 4 ports. MagSafe is actually using the newer USB-C PD 3.1 standard, the first time for Apple here, which means it can charge at those higher wattages up to that 140 watts. But if you're using any of those Thunderbolt 4 ports, you cannot get up to that maximum speed. So if you want to charge your Mac as efficiently and as fast as possible, you do need to use the new MagSafe 3, but I am glad that Apple still gives users that option. Use your MagSafe cable on your new MacBook Pros if you have it, but if you're out and about, you can still charge using any USB cable that you may have with you. The new MacBook Pros are shaping out to be spectacular. We've been wowed by the new display, the powerful new M1 Pro and M1 Max chips that are in there, as well as all the new ports and the best battery life to date. Part of that is going towards this new MagSafe 3 cable. I'm very excited Apple has brought back MagSafe and given pros and other users just a lot of options on these new machines. Let me know what you think of the new MagSafe 3 cable, as well as just the new MacBook Pros in general on Twitter at Andrew_OSU. And if you want to grab one of the new MacBook Pros, we've already started gathering the best deals. We've got discounts already. There's a link below in the description. go ahead and check them out.